You can be a believer and not be a Christian. Christianity describes discipleship. You can be tongue speaking and God is still dealing with some baggage in your life. Just some emotional baggage. Have you seen believers that are hard to love? Talk to me, you know now. Maybe you are very careful with your response because one of them is seated by your side. Or maybe it's you. I mean, think about it. If the Christian experience is as efficacious as it ought to be, any two believers should be able to get married and be happy. Any two believers. If we really love like Christ and we demonstrate what the Bible teaches, any two believers at all should be able to get married and be happy. But is that the case experientially? No. You see, I've even counseled pastors that beat their wife. Oh yes. Not once, not twice, not 3 times. And you see, I think this is a confusing part. You see two people who are individually amazing but just can't work together. It's confusing. Some of you, at least, you've had friends like that. Like, you love each of them individually. You get along with each of them, but they can't get along with each other, and it confuses you. Have you seen things like that? And now they want to sandwich you. You're in the middle of two grown-up adults acting like children, and it just makes it complicated and difficult for you. But even more complicated when it's a marriage. And another thing that makes this a little complicated is because the realities of being a believer are different from the realities of social interaction. If an armed robber, somebody who just killed people in a robbery in December of 2025, if such a person feels convicted, receives the message of the gospel, places in trust on Christ, I hope you know that he has a clean slate. All his sins are forgiven. But if they catch him, what do you think is going to happen? I mean, you're going to be a good Christian in prison. A good Christian, because you see, in life there are consequences. So now, this is what makes it slightly difficult, because God is patient and long-suffering. There are a lot of people that God just gives a long rope. He gives them ample time to change, to improve. We love that about God. We love that about God. He doesn't judge us. He doesn't condemn us like other people. Not because he tolerates those wrong behaviors, but because he's a dad. And because the goodness of God leads to repentance. And that's how come people as damaged as Rahab can still find their footing in destiny. Come on, I get what I'm saying. Now, I will not be surprised if even after Rahab's encounter and how relevant she was in the spiritual scheme of things, she still didn't go on to have a happy home. Because whether you like it or not, you can be spiritually sane and emotionally wounded. These are the struggles a lot of people cannot reconcile. And why is it this way? It is this way because wisdom is context specific. I'm starting this way just as a justification of the study, because some people like to ask the question, why do we really have to talk about marriage and love? Let's just talk about the gospel, and in the gospel all our needs will be met. You are right and wrong. Wisdom is context specific. You can be a brilliant, genius businessman, inventor, and struggle in marriage. You can have a very high intelligence quotient and very low emotional intelligence. And that's why you see geniuses like Albert Einstein struggling in marriage. You see geniuses like Solomon administratively, the nation is having the best experience, but there is problem at home, serious problem or problems. The S longs. Come on, I get what I'm saying. Yes, you see, and that's why it's a little scary. You need to learn about this, otherwise you'll be, I like to describe it this way, you'll be a Johnny Bravo Christian. I don't know if Gen Zs know that cartoon. I don't know. You know, there's some illustrations you give, they know your age instantly. Johnny Bravo is a cartoon character. He has very big, massive, broad chests and very tiny legs. Because even in the gym, the parts of your body you don't exercise, after some years it will start showing. And there are some Christians like that.